All right. And just briefly on your banks. There's a lot of information, a lot of truth that you can find out that can better people out there who will better articulate for you and have it more intricately broken down for you exactly how your opportunity and your money, and I'll be talking about exactly what money is in a little bit, but how the banks have taken it from you, and who are the banks, basically. Anyway, let's just keep it simple. Let's keep it quick. Again, please inform yourself, educate yourself to what's going on, the truth of what goes on around you. All right, your banks. First you put your money into them to keep them safe. Keep your money safe. Earn a little bit of interest and to create opportunity for lending. To stimulate growth for trade at that time between two islands, let's say. And on the other island, they got a bank that does the same thing. Then they take your money and they return to you as little interest as they can, and they charge as much as they can in lending your money, and it's all kept safe by a conglomerate of banks who all agreed to cover each other's debts according to their own policy and their own will. Let's just call this the Bank of International Settlements. Look it up, educate yourselves. Then you say to yourself, gee whiz, if we had some more money, well, we could have more growth and then more wealth from the trade that we engage with the other island. And the people on that island, well, they say the same things to themselves. And then the banks, no problem. We'll print you some money. We'll print you as much money as you want, and we'll loan it to you at a reasonable interest rate. Oh man, let me get this straight. You're gonna hold my money and make money off my money, and then loan me money from your other banks until you don't want to do that. Then you can just print money to me that doesn't exist and loan it to me for an interest that I've got to pay on money that doesn't exist because you're already holding my other money. As like I said, educate yourself, and there's a lot of information on this. It speaks for itself. I mean, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. The history doesn't lie. We'll get back to that. So the banks tell you, no problem, we'll print you some money and lend you as much as you want, guaranteed by this conglomerate of banks, and we'll charge you a reasonable interest rate. And that way you can pass this interest rate along to your citizens, and they can borrow from us too. That's called the Fed. In case that's the Fed. All right, good. And as control of the banking industry becomes more centralized in the banks that guarantee all the debts of others, those banks that issue you your money, as control centralizes in them, they no longer pay you to keep your money safe. You have to pay them. You don't get an interest, even a nominal interest on your checking account or your savings account. You have to pay them now for them to hold what little money they let you have. Sweet, that's nice of them. And now the illusion of their interest rates as representing a stimulus to the economy is being removed by the truth of it being a crutch for their lies and their thievery. And what are these banks but men? Again, like corporations, it's an illusion. Governments, it's an illusion. Republicans, Democrats, it's an illusion. It's all men. Men who make decisions that affect other men. Men who take or give love from other men. What are the banks but men? Men who keep the accounts and the ledgers of those who demand control over what's in the ledger. And those who demand such control are not the many who have such little money, but the few who have so much money. They steal and demand that their thievery be honored by those who account for it. They are the ones who lie to you. They use and control your money to ransom your life from you since they began banking. And now technology allows them to seize your opportunity collectively and at every moment, every day. They buy up the men and the companies that provide you your needs. They buy control of your governments and the very land underneath your feet. And when it becomes, with every step that you take and morsel of food that you swallow, you are either producing or consuming one of their goods, they own you. And you will realize then that you are their slave. When they can refuse your needs, when you oppose their unjust will, they already enslave you. There's a lot of information on the banks out there. The banks, the cabal, the baby eaters, the Zionists. Educate yourself. Please educate yourself. Don't let these people fool you into not understanding how special you are because you're a man. You are a child of God who has love within you.